intros for our 2-timed finals. In lane 3 in section 1, it is going to be Natalie Dumas. We talked about her out of Voorhees, New Jersey, 54.98 for the junior to get herself into this final. Wearing lane 4, in lane 4, it will be Brianne Barnett from Baldwin, New York, 54.75, her best to get into this final. Jalen Millard is going to occupy lane 5. She's out of Florida, ran a PB in the prelims, taking half a second off her previous best. And there you see the pride of Bullis, Sydney Sutton, 54.43, her time to get into this final. She is the top returner from last year, finishing 3rd. In time section number 2, occupying lane 3 is going to be Nakira Hudson of Montverde Academy, 54.82. In lane 4 will be Sydney Kuhn. She's headed to the University of Michigan in the fall. Lane 5 is Sophie Rambo, 53.23. She was only 6th last year, but she has the fastest time in the country, courtesy of her prelims last night. And wearing hip number 6 is going to be Madison Brister of Lane 4 Track Club. She's out of Georgia, 53.83. Also ran an outright PB in the prelims, beating her previous best of 53.97 from outdoors last year. This is her first New Balance National Final. She's competed in the 2 and the 4 several times, indoors and outdoors, but never made it to the final. And here she is, one of the favorites, section number 2.
It's going to be an exciting final here. Like we said earlier, keep an eye on Natalie Dumas. She has the ability to shake things up. She always surprises us when she steps onto the track with what she's able to do.
Keep your eye on the clock in both of these sections as well. Meet record was set last year by Faith Franklin at 53.02. That could be under threat. Again, national lead belongs to Sophie Rambo from last night's prelims, 53.23.
Sydney Sutton taking a long run out, slow walking back to the line. We talked a little bit about the gamesmanship that these sprinters like to play.
Well, you got to think that Sutton, again, a teammate of both Wilson and Homer, are 1st and 3rd finishers in that boys 400 championship final. She's got to be pretty jacked up, having seen her teammates do so well. But again, that is Jalen Millard. Keep your eye on her in lane 5.
You have to imagine that gives Sydney Sutton some confidence, knowing that the training works for her teammates. Natalie Dumas going for it early, but on the outside, Sydney Sutton of Bullis. Sydney Sutton out of the blocks well. The quartet out of the blocks very well, but Sydney Sutton of Bullis with a slight advantage as we come to the break line. But Natalie Dumas right there. She's going to try and make a pass on the inside. Some incidental contact there. Natalie Dumas trying to hang on. Natalie Dumas sliding back into the rail in 2nd behind Sydney Sutton. Sydney Sutton through in 24.17. Sydney Sutton going to the arms early here. The entire quartet still in contact behind Sydney Sutton. Sydney Sutton of Bullis coming around the final turn. It'll be Sydney Sutton off the turn in the lead. Here we go down the home straightaway. Sydney Sutton finding enough to hang on into a 52.76. That is a meet record, and it is only section number 1. The fastest time in the United States this year, 52.75. Splits of 24.17 and hanging on for a 28.58. Jalen Millard of BioCore Sport Performance, 53.70, a new U.S. number 6 mark. Natalie Dumas, 54.85. Brianne Barnett, 54.97 for Vitesse Track Club of Long Island.
For this weekend as well.
Oh, we will tomorrow. We will tomorrow.
All right, Bullis, give it up for your girl right here.
Staying on business.
Well, that was an unbelievable performance, and we can let you know that that 52.75 ranks her 9th all-time indoors in the 400 for high school girls. So that is rocking and rolling. What a performance there. And again, what pressure now is section number 200. This is what we love. This is what keeps the drama high. It keeps the athletes honest. And just blazing performance. The only runner under 53 this year. And she didn't just dip her toe into that water. She jumped right in.